Sochi, Russia, June 29. Joachim Loew, head coach of Germany, gestures during the FIFA Confederations Cup Russia 2017 semi-final between Germany and Mexico at Fisht Olympic Stadium on June 29, 2017 in Sochi, Russia. Photo by Dean Mouhtaropoulos, Getty Images. The 2018 World Cup in Russia has some very strong groups. Group F is arguably the toughest of all, with Germany, South Korea, Mexico and Sweden all boasting strong sides. The favorite that everyone will have their eye on, though, is Germany. With Joachim Loew as manager, Germany are being picked not only to win the group but the entire World Cup. They have strength from front to back and are always well drilled on the field. There are certain players that will catch the eye during this tournament, but three players in particular will be exceedingly important. Point 1. Manuel Neuer finally saw the field against Austria in a friendly after a long stint out due to injury. A fractured foot kept the Bayern Munich keeper out for a vast majority of the season. Neuer's last start came against Mainz in the Bundesliga back on September 16, so it is understandable if he was a bit shaky against Austria. Despite his lack of playtime this season, Neuer is still the #1 keeper for Germany. Loew trusts Neuer and even told the media he would be starting over Ter Stegen. Germany also have Kevin Trapp as a third string, leaving them with three fantastic options between the sticks. Unless Neuer is unable to play due to injury, he will be the main man for his country. The choice to start Neuer over Ter Stegen came as a surprise at first, but the sheer presence of Neuer in net alone is enough to put off many attackers. His command of the defensive line and ability with his feet also make him not only a great keeper, but also a sweeper at times. This will be big for Germany as their defense can push higher up the field to keep the pressure on the opposition. This is likely Neuer's penultimate World Cup appearance. The 32-year-old could still feature in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, but will likely not be the first string anymore. With Ter Stegen, Trapp, and Bernd Leno waiting in the ranks, Neuer will need to leave it all on the field in Russia to secure a trophy for his country. Page 2. Use your arrows to browse. Christchurch, New Zealand, June 11. Julian Brandt, L, of Germany competes with Musa Mohammed, R, of Nigeria during the FIFA U20 World Cup New Zealand 2015 round of 16 match between Germany and Nigeria at Christchurch Stadium on June 11, 2015 in Christchurch, New Zealand. Photo by Martin Hunter, Getty Images. Julian Brandt may not be the biggest name on the German squad, but he will be one to keep an eye on for a different reason. Brandt has performed particularly well for Germany in the last few outings, catching the eye of Joachim Loew. His inclusion in the squad comes at the expense of Manchester City winger Leroy Sane, so Brandt certainly has something to prove. Compared to Sane, Brandt brings a much wider array of positional options to the table. Much like he did for Leverkusen this season, Brandt is able to play in virtually every role in both the midfield and attack. This makes him a perfect selection for Loew as the team aims to progress deep in the tournament. Statistically, Sane had a much better season for his club team than Brandt did. Sane tallied 10 goals and 15 assists in league play while Brandt hit just 9 goals and 3 assists. The main difference is how the two played under Loew ahead of Russia. With Brandt playing well and Sane struggling overall, it is no wonder Loew chose to bring the Leverkusen product. Brandt may not be an outright starter for his country, but his inclusion in the squad means he will likely see minutes in every single match. The versatility he brings to the team allows Loew to think of him in multiple roles at various times throughout the match. Brandt will need to be ready to switch his tactical movement each time he steps onto the pitch, ready to fill whatever role is needed by his team. Use your arrows to browse.